Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Liminal Lighthouse. It's good to see you. Hi, everyone. How you doing? How's it going? Lucifer, Buexa, Eelil, Icor, Colin. Hello, Acre. Hi, friends. Welcome in. Clock Tower, Tangy Treat, Lumi. Hello. Steel Soldier, Ath. Hi. Hello. Welcome. All right, friends. Tonight, we're going to play Slay the Princess. And I'll tell you what, we're gonna slay the hell out of that princess. She's gonna have like a sword go right through her neck. I'm gonna twist the sword and then rip it out, and it's gonna be all like showers of blood, just like you would see in like Game of Thrones or something. I've never actually seen Game of Thrones, but I envision that that's kind of the sort of television show that would just have showers of blood spurting out of someone's neck hole where their head used to be. Because that's what's going to happen to this princess tonight. I swear to God, I will slay the hell out of her. There will be just viscera everywhere. Dolph, hello. So, here's the thing. I don't get to enjoy Markiplier anymore. I don't get to enjoy Jacksepticeye anymore. I don't get to watch a whole lot of YouTubers who play horror games. Unless it's something that they have that I have already played that they're playing. A la Jacksepticeye and Still Wakes the Deep. Phenomenal game. Loved watching his playthrough. Very glad I got to get my playthrough done before they began theirs. But I know many YouTubers, many other streamers have already played this game. I have somehow swept away from most spoilers. Now, I'm guessing shit like that means there's gonna be some weird things going on. That is, not everything's gonna be as it seems. I'm gonna slay the fuck out of her, though. She's going to die. She will die. I promise you that. So, that being said, because I don't know what we're getting into, and so many of you have probably already seen many playthroughs of others play through this before, don't spoil anything for me. Don't guide me, don't lead me. Not unless I ask for it. Okay? All right. But hi, everyone. Glad you're here. Glad you're here to join us for this adventure. I'm very excited. This game is super straightforward. It's fine. Okay, we slay the princess, twist the sword in her neck, rip it out, blood goes everywhere, everyone goes home happy. I'll have gift bags arranged for you all in like the next 10 minutes, and I'll call it a wrap. This will be a super short stream. Cool. All right. Let's get in. Let's dive in. Let's get into this, shall we? How's that audio level? Yeah, that's nice. That's good. Can you all get a finger? You know, if there are less than 12 of you, sure, you can all have a finger. Some of you may get a big toe, and I'm just going to call it a finger, and you're just going to have to accept that. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Rejax, hello. Yeah. Well, before we begin, Clock Tower and Buexa have made requests for insight from the other side, so to speak. So let's do that, shall we? Let's do that. Clock Tower. Spirits, Clock Tower is calling upon you. What sort of wisdom would you like to impart upon Clock Tower? Time is your one true possession. It is a gift to be shared with only those you deem worthy. Look, money, baubles, trinkets, it's all stuff. It's all stuff that doesn't matter, that in the end will never matter. Might matter in the moment, but not for long. Fleetingly. And then once it's gone, it's gone. But you can get more money sometimes. You can get more baubles and bits and trinkets and things. You will never get more time. Except for maybe a rare case where you think your time is up, and then it's not. But those are also a harrowing experience unto themselves that I would not wish upon anybody. So, who you choose to give your time, how you choose to spend your time, decide very carefully who or what is worthy of your time, because it is all you have. All right, on that gravity, with that weight of the world upon us, Buexa, it's your turn. Spirits, do you have any thoughts or wisdom, anything you'd like to imbue upon Buexa before we get started here? Buexa, your voice is thunder over an ocean, quiet and distant, powerful but awe-inspiring. Speak and storms will surge around you. Give rain to the plants, but don't rip the trees from the ground. What that means is your voice carries so much more weight than I think you can ever truly give yourself credit for. And the things you say matter, and how you apply your voice matters. So, be graceful with your voice. Be concise. And don't rip a tree from the ground with your voice. Easy enough, right? That's pretty straightforward. Yeah. Rejax, you went on this? Okay, here we go. Spirits, it's not over yet. Got another. Would you like to pass on any wisdom to Rejax as well? What would you like to tell them? Hey, Rejax. Crying is good. Even if everything is fine, have a little cry. Just go ahead and have a little cry, because sometimes something's locked away that you don't realize is weighing on you. And then you let it out, and then you recognize it, and then you feel better because you've let it out, and you also have identified something that is maybe putting more weight on your shoulders than you realize. So, it is perfectly normal, healthy, and even good to just have a little cry, even if everything is fine. Colin, you want one as well? Colin. Oh boy, here we go. Number 4, spirits. Spirits, your job's not over. You are in high demand today. What would you like to tell Colin? What wisdom would you like to impart for them? Oh, we got to roll. Hey, Colin. Listening is the best way to show that you care. This is just a fact. This is just a straightforward fact. I don't have to add notes to this. If there's someone you care about, you could give them advice and talk at them and talk to them to the very end of days. And it will never be as powerful or as pure or good of a movement as just sitting down and letting them talk. Give them the microphone. Let them talk to you about what is important to them. Because then, not only do you learn more about them and be able to bond with them on a deeper level, but you've shown that you care, and that element that we talked about of time and who you choose to spend it on, you have truly given them your time in a meaningful way. Steel Soldier, you want in as well. All right, here we go. We're on a roll. Spirits. Spirits, the dice are hot tonight. What would you like to tell Steel Soldier? What do they need to know to carry forward? Hey, Steel, you are not a god, and you are not expected to combat entropy. Have a do-nothing day? It's okay. You are powerful. You can tear worlds asunder. Maybe you recognize that, maybe you don't. But you don't have to. And no one is expecting you to. So it's okay when a day comes around that there's nothing to do. That you don't have to do anything. In fact, maybe you need to call upon a day like that for yourself more often. Maybe not just wait for one to show up, because sometimes they won't. But if and when they do, it's perfectly fine to just enjoy that day and have nothing happen. All right. That is the most oracles we have had.
I can't feel anything.
Can't feel anything? I'll go see a doctor or a therapist. I am not qualified to help you with that. But hi, oh God, help me please, or please help me. Welcome. That is the most oracles we've started off a session with in a while. That was nice. And I feel like this music, this game is kind of carrying that a little bit. There's some good weight to that. All right, but I believe it's time to begin, right? Let's do it. Let's slay the shit out of this princess. Let's do it. We're gonna shank her with a shiv. We're gonna shiv her with a shank. We're gonna slash her face wide open, just like this. Just like this. I'm gonna tear her throat out. She will be destroyed. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ah.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, good. All right, then I have absolutely no qualm with the thing that we're about to do. All right. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget, I'm not doing this. Have you maybe considered... Okay, I got choice. Oh, there's a lot of choices. Oh, there's a lot of choices. The end of the world. Have you considered maybe because she's locked up? Consider can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Yeah, that one speaks to me a little bit. Silently continue to the cabin. Oh, I'm gonna be methodical about this. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Oh, good. Let's, music's good. Like the music. Just gonna turn it down just a little bit, though. Just so the narration stands out.
A warning before you go any further.
Stop. Stop stopping me.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
It'll be super easy as soon as I cut her tongue out.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Damn it. Okay, I gotta not use clicking. Can we reverse? Is reversing a thing? Here we go. Okay. We're not going to go through this with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save the princess, not slay them. No. Oh, that was somebody else. Okay. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture
just how I like it.
Is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Oh, good. The blade I'm going to use to slash her throat open. Perfect.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I mean, I could just use my graspers, just like rip it out, but then my fingers would get all dirty, and I don't want that. I like my fingers being clean. Explore. Take the blade. Take the blade. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Exactly. We're on the same page. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, exactly. She's gonna want this.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Oh, it won't for long. There'll be some screaming that'll carry up the stairs, and then it's over. It'll be all over.
Who's there?
Don't worry about it.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Uh-huh, I'm sure.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
I would like to think so.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Uh-huh.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Doesn't matter. Gonna murder her. So hard.
Focus on the task at hand.
Am doing. Will do. Have not done yet.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Why is your voice so familiar? Just doesn't matter. You're gonna die. Nuh-uh. What? No way. Why did you think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Yes. Yes.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
With ease. So ease.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
True.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Don't care.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Will do. We're gonna slay the princess. Yep, we're gonna slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Uh-huh.
You feel flesh easily give way.
Uh-huh.
To see your blade already sinking deep.
I would have
into her
preferred the
heart.
neck, but the heart works too. It is a little faster.
Oh,
It was just that easy.
this is it, isn't it?
Yup.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder,
Stop talking. Your heart should stop beating any second now.
do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Oh, you mean I get to do more?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But
Well,
it's
that's a
over,
problem, isn't it?
She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Okay.
But is it over? Really over?
We should disassemble her body and put each piece in a barrel with acid, and then spread that acid, each of those barrels of acid, over the fields of our enemies, or something like that. I don't know. That's a little edgy for me, but I do think we should probably dismantle her a little bit. Feel like she has some kind of trick up her sleeve. It was way too easy, wasn't it? Let's fix it. Let's do more.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
I'm not getting worked up. I just want to dismantle her limb by limb, digit by digit, and just really appreciate the work that I have done so far.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Oh, I don't even worry about the pulse. Cut the arm off.
I really don't think you should do that.
Why?
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Having a little back and forth with the narrator.
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
So whatever I do next really doesn't matter. We can just fully on, just like, fillet her. And it'll be okay. So... not check for a pulse. Let's go ahead and remove the blade, because I feel like that'll at least put it back in our inventory. So let's do that.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt.
Uh-huh.
But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
She got me.
What was that?
She got me.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick, let's get out of here.
Uh-huh.
It's too late for
Whoa.
that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Hey, listen, me not dying wasn't not part of the deal. I don't care about that. I am perturbed that she's not unalive anymore, though.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort. The little life that was left in her eyes.
Oh, okay, that's
fading
fine. Then, yeah, we're good.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Sure, why not? Don't care.
See you around.
I hope not. I don't care about you.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you.
Sure.
For whatever that's worth.
Sure.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. Chapter 2, The Razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
A princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
That doesn't matter. Still doesn't matter. Slaying the princess is all that matters. Just gonna do it again. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, this already happened? Okay, no. You know what? We're gonna proceed to the cabin. We're gonna proceed to the cabin. Calmly.
A warning.
Wisely.
Before you go any further.
Collectively.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay. I guess this time maybe I can choose to live.
It couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Who? Voice of the cheated. Is that old me? Is that past me? Because I got cheated and died along with. Is that okay?
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Oh, but she's gonna have changed the tables up somehow too, because obviously we can now see like the past. Apparently.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Proceed to the cabin. Stay focused, and we'll be fine. Stay focused. We'll be fine.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Ah, shit. She's already escaped, isn't she?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah. Take the blade. Take the blade. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Don't care.
It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Us? It was you, buddy. You're the one who decided to pull the knife from her chest. You should have just left it there. Like a vampire stake of sorts. Enter the basement. Oh, the mirror disappeared. Bizarre.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
It's a very splintery aesthetic.
Scraping?
Damn it.
She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head.
Okay.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
There's like a guy who's called the Cheat in my head, and not like in a Homestar Runner sort of way.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
Grating?
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
And ever, and ever,
There's
and
something
ever.
so wrong with that voice.
I like how well, you can't see my icon, my mouse icon. It's now a knife.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Have you seen the world around us? I think things have changed. I don't think we're in control here anymore. If ever we truly were.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
No, that's okay.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Mm-hmm.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
I feel like the narrator's not being genuine anymore.
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? That was some fun distortion. If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Can we just talk this through? We've been killed each other last time. We're not gonna do that again. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Okay, nobody has to die. Okay, what if we're gonna... Okay, fine. I'm coming closer to free you, and you'd better not try anything. I mean, we have one task. We have one task that we're doing, and that is to slay the princess, right? That is what we're here to do. Screw it. Slay the princess.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
And we're just gonna stab each other or something. I don't know. Probably.
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win.
No.
We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
What about those teeth?
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
Ah, damn it.
Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first.
Oh, okay.
Then yours.
Oh, all right.
Hee
Hee hee.
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
But it's pointed from the other side. Why do I have claws? Doesn't matter. I just need to cut my fingernails.
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Bizarre. So she's like a Terminator, essentially.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Yeah, the cheated would say that, wouldn't they?
You're going to die now.
Yeah, probably.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, fuck. Chapter 3. The Arms Race.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
That's fair. I mean, it is just a bunch of pointless dribble. You can just skip ahead to that.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
I don't know. Where's the door?
I feel dizzy.
Yeah, probably.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Is there another voice by chance now that we have been sliced with a knee blade?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore.
Oh, the hunted. Okay.
We have to fight.
We have to fight. Who was hunting? Who was running? We didn't run.
Good. It's better that way.
Oh.
Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Who are you people? Who invited you? Is it just supposed to be me ripping the throat out of a princess?
Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
Twice. 2 times. This is my third.
This is our third?
Yep.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
But I didn't fail the first time. I just happened to die with her.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so
There's too many voices in my head right now.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it.
Okay, I don't even get a choice anymore.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yep.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
Sure.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
Sure.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
The stubborn feels like that was my last life.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
That's a valid question as well. Through that crevasse, maybe, next to the mirror?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are.
There's
right?
no door.
There isn't a door, there's just that mirror.
Hmm.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Yeah, the narrator is no longer reliable. Either that or we're no longer reliable, and we have a fractured... Well, we do definitely have a fractured mind. That is 100% a thing we do. Also, welcome, Wife and Potato. Hello.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
We don't need to break a mirror. That's just a really bad idea. I really don't have any choices anymore, do I? Okay, we approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Okay, will do.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean? That's not even an option. Ugh.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
Sure.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
We do have a knife in our hands once again.
Let's just get to the princess already.
Why does it skip a line every once in a
I
while?
care about it even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Yes.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat
Ow.
and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
My knees!
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
I mean, she is still chained up. All things considered. But somehow that isn't enough. Being chained up is not enough to contain her. She still destroys the world somehow. Somehow.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Cool. Sure, exposit for me.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Yeah? Fun for you?
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
I wouldn't even say that. You're just a little bit cowardly.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Weirdly, the voice of reason now.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Alright, that's also not helpful and stupidly ominous.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Oh, so we're just popping between realities now.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
I hate this guy.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn
Well, so
sleeves.
much for the chains.
Chain clatters to the floor.
Ah.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
So really, is it me who needs to be slayed in order to prevent the ending of the world? Or maybe I just shouldn't enter the cabin anymore?
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
How dare I?
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
We're gonna have to fight her again. We're gonna have to stiff up her lip about it. She's gonna hurt us so we don't let ourselves feel it. We're gonna have to appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk her out of this. We're going to unconditionally surrender. We have nothing that she wants. She'll just slay us and tear the world asunder again. That would do nothing. Okay, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. What? No. She has swords for arms. We don't. We're panicking. Honestly, probably reasonable. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All these ideas suck. Think of something better. We don't have time. Now listen. Suicide is never an option. We're gonna do it.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Shut up. We're doing it.
A win's a win.
A win is a win.
Screw it, we've already died twice. What's the third?
It might actually be beneficial.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Oh, it's with my arms and my leggies. Not my legs, but geez. Am I the dragon?
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
Neat.
Obscure yourself.
Okay. So what does that do for us, for her?
Ow.
Ah.
Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo! Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
What? Voice of the Contrarian? Who invited you?
Oh, a new one of us.
Yeah, great. Love it. So good.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
Maybe we technically did. Maybe we technically didn't.
We'd know if we died. Right?
Not necessarily, especially with what's literally above us right now.
You're on it. No, you're in it. Where the hell are you?
Oh no, you tell us,
I
narrator.
don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Huh. There's a lot of monologuing happening here.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Not dead enough.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
Okay, well at least one of you's keeping track.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Well,
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
are you like a new executive business manager?
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
Uh-huh.
Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Treating split mentalities as a resource. And the more split mentalities we have, the less decision and actual like autonomy the player, seem to have. I don't like that idea. I do not like that idea at all.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need
Exactly, Lucifer.
fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving.
No.
Who cares about getting better than her? Let's do something weird. Like, really, really weird.
Like slather ourselves in peanut butter and try to give her a big ol' hug.
Come on, show me something new.
Uh-huh. Seriously, who's your voice actress? You sound so familiar. Okay. We're gonna have to fight her again. We're gonna have to stiff upper lip about it. No. We're gonna appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. Nah. Gonna unconditionally surrender. She'll just kill us. There's no point. Flirting is actually kind of weird, so that's something. She has swords for arms. We're panicking. Okay, fine. We'll think up something better. It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again. Your memory blurs as consciousness leaps from life to life, holding only snippets of conflict that transpires. Yeah, I figured as much.
None of this is working. Think.
Uh-huh.
She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
No.
What's the point? It's all the same.
Thanks, Marvin.
Skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
You're right, I do. I gotta keep going.
See that? We almost had her.
Sure.
That was luck.
Uh-huh.
But we only have to get lucky once.
True, that is not false.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
Can somebody, like, snip off his giblets?
She skewers you.
Thank you.
You're cute.
Don't encourage him.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Just panic. Flee.
Flee.
Skewers you.
Yeah.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Huh.
See? We're getting better.
Are we?
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
Oh, I don't think it was.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Her teeth are getting very jaggedy.
She skewers you.
Thank you, narrator. So helpful.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
This is like me playing Dark Souls. This is just throw my face at him until I win.
You're getting
Except I don't even get a say in
close to
that.
something, can't you feel it? One last time.
I feel like you're actually, like... What is the logical fallacy where, like, you become so invested in something that you feel like giving up is just, like, losing? I don't remember what that's called.
You're right. One last time. That's all we need.
Sunken cost fallacy. Thank you, House. Thank you.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
I just don't want to.
Skewers you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
So, should we play Dark Souls 2? Oh boy! Fight attack! Hello! Welcome in, everybody. Hi, how's it going? What were you doing? What were you playing? Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hi. My name is Eerie. I'm a Shadow from Beyond the Veil, and we play lots of scary games. Tonight's scary game of choice is Slay the Princess. I did it once, and then for some reason I can't seem to do it again. I try, and I try, and I try, but the damn princess will not be slain a second time. It's really frustrating. But Fido, what were you doing? What were you playing? Let me give you a shout out really quick. Oh, someone already got you a shout out. Thank you. Whomstever gave you a shout out. Thank you. But yeah. You're playing Death's Door. Oh my God. Yes, I've seen it. That's one of my favorite games of all time. I think it's like probably the only game I've 100%ed in a very long time. How far in are you? It's really good. Prepare to cry. No spoilers, but prepare to cry. But yeah, so we're still fairly early on here in Slay the Princess. We just got slain? Yeah, slain. Slewed? One of those words. That one of them is the correct word. Pick one. I don't know. But yeah. A handful of dungeons. Good. Excellent. I have actually not played this yet before, so it is all a pretty new experience. Let's begin again. Chapter 4, Mutually Assured Destruction. Ah, all good. Yeah.
Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Okay, periodically, I'm not pressing anything. No button on my keyboard gets pressed. He just skipped ahead to this bit of dialogue. I don't have anything set to skip dialogue, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, nothing's set to skip. Nothing is set to skip. No auto-forwarding is happening. Don't know why it does that. But that seemed more like an audio bug versus like an interrupt. But okay, all right, I'll take your word for it.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hands.
Steel claw? I thought we just had a knife.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Fuck it, why not? I don't know what's happening
Over
anymore.
my dead body.
It's my body!
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
I think you ought to know I'm feeling very depressed.
Hitchhiker's Guide is one of my favorite books, and the movie's pretty good too. Oh boy. The Broken is just, it is 100% just Marvin.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
You really do just need to keep it in your pants. Hey, Fida, take care, and thank you again for sharing your community here. I'll try not to get them killed in the same way that I keep getting killed, okay? But some of them may not return unscathed completely. I hope that's okay. I did like the radio play. That was fun. I believe I have actually seen even the BBC short series that was done in like the late 70s, where Marvin's just like a dude in a cardboard box. That one was probably my least favorite, just because it felt very watered down. Warbird, hello! I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing?
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die.
Who
They're all the same, really.
Man, you're not the voice of the cold, you're just a nihilist.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
How have we not manifested every death so far?
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Somebody stab him, please.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them.
Yeah, narrator, become more reliable. This is all your fault.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
We are not pros. We are the opposite of pros. We have done nothing professionally yet. We haven't been paid for this, and we have failed it at every opportunity. We are not pros. But you know what? Don't tell him that. He might become a defeatist too.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
No, seriously, just go ahead and shank us one more time so I don't have to listen to him anymore this life.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know.
I don't know. It looks like it could be kind of spiky.
Fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Narrator, talk more. No, I'll just shut up.
Sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Boy, you're preaching to the choir, buddy.
Don't care. Just want to win.
We're not gonna. Unless the narrator narrates us into winning. Why haven't we tried that yet?
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
And kills us.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again?
Uh-huh.
I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Well, that was a fun experiment for you, I'm sure.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Well, as long as you're not bored.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Not particularly. Please keep your clothes on.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you.
Of course.
It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
Are you gonna say what she does?
Probably best not to.
Do you want me to talk now?
Not really, because if you do, then we die.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
I don't. I literally don't.
Yeah, me too.
Shut up, guys.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
I'm trapped in my head with a bunch of idiots.
Really? Okay then.
No, just describe us successfully killing her.
Here we go. Now.
Aw, this whole room's gonna clamp on us, isn't it?
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then
She's made of knives!
erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Oh, so see, we were able to kill her at least once because of that.
Are you ready for what comes next?
I guess.
Holy shit!
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
I think maybe we've stuck him with knives too much and he is now a bit of a fetishist. Somebody unknife him a whole bunch. Oh boy. Alright. Well, this is the edgiest of shit. This is absolute edgelord supreme. And we're gonna take an ad break. On that note, yeah! It's a perfect time, right? Okay, well, hey, here, we have a bunch of new friends in chat. Here's what happens when we take an ad break. You get up and you walk away, so you don't have to watch the ads. It's just that easy. Did you know that was possible? I have unlocked that ability for you. Go, do it. Stand up, walk away, and come back in 3 minutes. I'll see you soon. Welcome back, everybody. So where we left off, this happened. That's the princess. The princess is knives. The princess is all knives. 100% knives. That is all that she is anymore. And I don't really know how to feel about that. So we're just gonna have to kind of jump in and face whatever is gonna happen, because I'm no longer in control of the narration. I get to just hit spacebar and things happen. That's where we are in this whole situation now. If I get to make a choice again, it'll be a strange moment.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
What is wrong with these people?
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
God damn it.
That looked painful. How is she still alive?
Because she's not of this world.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
So we know she has a weakness.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
Uh-huh. Sure, keep telling yourself that as we get stabbed 1,000 times.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Hey, buddy, same. Shut up.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Okay, go ahead, quit. How'd that work out for you? Oh God, please, this is the best choice of all time. Oh, what just happened? It's so quiet. Yeah, him too, please.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, I guess. You do not act. And yet, through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes you as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Ah, thank you. Your weapon clashes again and again, and her entering a rhythm of free thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum of volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what is to come. This is a good ending. Alright, we managed to successfully knife an eldritch deity. Cool. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Again, I don't have a choice. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It is time for you to see what's in it. It's you. I'm so handsome. I'm so very handsome. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin? What? You are at the cabin.
Come in, darling. I've been expecting you.
David the Putu, hello, welcome. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I was the sacrifice this whole time. What are you? The gift of fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. No, I don't think that's it. Do you know the narrator? Are you Slay the princess? Do you know the world's beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? I'm intrigued. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
How very poetic.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Okay, so anything I perceive, anything I desire to perceive becomes reality. Got it.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Ah, you're a collective of consciousness. A greater will, if you will. Aren't you scared that I'll find ways to kill you? No, it doesn't matter. How much will I forget? As much as we choose. How many more pieces of you do I have to find? That's valid. And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Okay, make me forget. Would that be a complete refresh? Would that matter? Does that matter? You can, in fact, find many ghosts here. Yes. I was sent to slay a princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Seems a bit like an ignorant question, but it opens up the opportunity to figure out what her perspective of this whole situation is. Because I get to share my perspective, and if we're lucky, she will share hers.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay, so that's her perspective. We are stuck in a mortal coil. She has the greater visage of the universe and its shape. So we are a lower dimensional being to her. For now. We may ascend. If we decide to, if we want to, if we're in the mood for it. You know, sometimes I just prefer to have a cup of coffee in the mornings and just kind of like wind up to the day. I don't immediately need to jump into a new dimension. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you? I may as well ask.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, so you're still growing. You're still, but a fresh entity. Zavi! Hello! Welcome! We're right in the middle of conversing with an extra-dimensional being. How are you doing? What are you up to? What were you playing?
Come in, darling. I've been expecting you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Eerie. I'm a shadow from beyond the veil, and I play lots of scary games. Tonight's scary game is Slay the Princess. That was the princess. I'm not entirely sure what she is anymore, other than something that knows more than we do. And our minds have not yet opened to the reality of what she can see. But yeah, what were you playing? What were you up to? You were playing more Final Fantasy VII. Nice. I mean, a princess doesn't have to be in a human-esque shape. She could be a crystalline entity and still be a princess. Point is, at the end of the day, I'm going to slay the shit out of her. She's going to die. We've successfully slain her twice. But that doesn't matter right now, because maybe we can learn some more along the way, you know? Bone jitters! You want me to do some dancing? I can absolutely do some dancing. Let's do a little dance, shall we? Let's do it. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see, shall we? How about this one? Yay! I'm glad you enjoyed, David. Thank you, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this. Okay. Well, this has been a pretty good experience so far of us in the Liminal Lighthouse, right? All right. Here we go. A melody so familiar. What could it be? What could it be? All right. How can I know? I am something that flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. Okay. So you are an ember in a vast forest. You are a firefly in the night. Okay, I'm drawing metaphors and I'm trying to understand your perspective a little better. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? She doesn't care. She doesn't care. We don't have the ability to kill her in her current form, in a way that she won't just return as something more. How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Once again, more woodsy style analogies. Okay. Also, I've been hollow. It kind of sucks, so it's not the best. Okay. I'm not going back. Wait. I don't know if that's the option we want to take. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay, so I am only here as a fragment of you. I mean, you really are just the greater will, aren't you? You really are just like the entity that becomes as consciousness fades and collects into one. All right. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? No, she doesn't care. How much will I forget? Who cares? All right, make me forget. Make me forget. Let's do it.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
You won't.
So merciful. So graceful. Okay. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ah, how nice.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
All right. So, we probably still don't have a choice. We are only given the illusion of a choice. But I think if we are given the option, we will try to follow the narrator's path. Because that will help me maximize the amount of times I'm gonna slay this goddamn princess. Pierce the heart, rip out the throat, consume the brain. I don't care, she's going to die. You can skip previous dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on your control. Okay. You're here to Slayer if you don't be the end of the world. Cool. We are going to silently continue to the cabin, just like before.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Cool.
A warning before you go any further.
All right.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Or believe every word she says. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to stab her.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Who says we're supposed to do anything? Who says these things? Maybe we should slay that person after we slay the princess.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Thank you, reliable narrator. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
It's only the illusion of a fine layer of dust.
Wooden table.
This is actually not real. None of this is real. The pristine blade isn't real, but boy howdy am I going to use it anyways.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
And just while I have you here in this moment, and maybe I can ask this question. I've had this theory about Putus for a little while now, and maybe you can help me clarify. Because sometimes you see a Putu with big yellow eyes, right? Big yellow eyes. And then sometimes you see a Putu, and it has absolutely no yellow in its eyes. It is just the void, the endless void. I have a theory that I have been working on. Because Putus have this ability to open up their maw really wide, like so wide, I theorize that they inhale the souls of the animals around them, and their eyes are kind of like a gauge as to how much, how full they are of soul power, right? So if you see a Putu with really yellow eyes, it's pretty full and it's safe to approach, most likely. However, if the Putu has completely vacuous eyes, completely dark eyes, you're in danger and you should leave. Could you confirm or deny this theory of mine for me? I'm very curious to know. Oh no, your batteries... What an inconvenient timing. Damn it, well, now we'll never know. This always happens to me. Alright, we're going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I would like to try at least one of these times the option where I forget the blade, because that's something I would accidentally normally do. Alright, here we go. Oh, good. Alright, perfect, David. I'm glad I could help clarify that. Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, probably.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Uh-huh.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
It's all the same so far. All the same so far.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi! Hey, just checking in. How you doing? Can I get you a glass of water? Maybe a snack? Keys to my car? Okay, I'll catch you later. Oh, man, there's a lot of good options. If we weren't hell-bent on slaying the princess with singular, unwavering resolve. Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Or so we perceive.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
She will absorb all knowledge and consciousness. Like a great vacuous bird. Like a great vacuous bird that you may perceive having yellow eyes. But if you have seen it with yellow eyes, you're safe. But if you see it without the yellow eyes, you're not safe.
Focus on the task at hand.
She is a putu made out of knives.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Steel your nerves and step forward. Step forward. Step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Why not? A hunch. A bad hunch, let's call it that.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Why are you perceived as being chained up in this basement?
So, you should
Why
just
would you create-
drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Why create this illusion around
She's
yourself?
armed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
All right, narrator, let's end this. Let's slay the princess. Once more, onto the breach.
You
Huzzah!
lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Uh-huh.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Excellent. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
this is it, isn't it?
I have feathers. I just noticed I have feathers.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder,
Uh-huh.
do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Sure. Could be. Don't know. Leaving now.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Maybe I've been the putu the whole time.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Yeah, no.
But is it over? Really over?
Definitely not, but we're gonna pretend it is for a little longer. Of course not, that was too easy. Of course it is, she's dead. I don't get the choice. I don't get the choice. Probably because I've already done that ending, and this is gonna lead towards another ending. Okay. It's probably locked me out of making same ending choices.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
It's over.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Yes.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad.
The narrator's the
It was
bad guy
for
the
the
whole
greater
time,
good.
isn't it?
One of these days that will sink in. and
Yeah,
help
I'm
you
gonna have to
with
kill
some
the
guilty
narrator
conscience.
next, won't I? Here we go. All right, roll up your sleeves. We're killing a narrator. The narrator's the new princess.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Sure.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
And then we get stabbed in the back.
Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Ah, okay.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is
okay. And I'll be happy. I slayed the princess, and I'll be happy. Yay! I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world. Okay. Neat. Does this place have cable?
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind.
Yeah.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I don't have a choice anymore.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Ignorance truly is bliss, right?
Psst. Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Why? The narrator is literally saying we are blissful and we've never been happier. Why would we want to give that up? Why do you want misery? Why do you want me to be unhappy, hero? You hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Of course we are. We like it here. We'll do the exploration first.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
He is the narrator, so everything he says is our reality. Do you not understand that? I'm happy. I'm sure of it. Yes. Yes.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
Go take a walk. I don't care.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is. Not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Oh, good. So we can just keep saying happy, 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 happy. Okay, now it's losing its meaning.
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
Hey, look, just because you're bored and unhappy doesn't mean I'm bored and unhappy.
Little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
Good.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Is this not the good ending? Is this not the really good ending? Yay! See, told you.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What? Huh? Oh. So what if I'd done that first? What was... Don't tell me. Huh, okay. Maybe I'm not happy. And not because I'm just saying that you're the last person I talked to.
Good. Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
We have to kill ourselves. I know.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Just the soft spot right near the head.
Everything you say, little voice.
Right there. Just right
There's only
there.
one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Yeah, he's not
He's
wrong.
right. It's the only way out.
How does the narrator
You hear
here...
that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Look,
Do you
I made a
not?
promise, apparently.
There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
I didn't sign shit, though. I just didn't have a choice to do anything else. Alright, well. Splurt.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
Look, it's not me, it's you.
Fine.
Actually, it's not you.
Whatever.
You've been great.
For the first
actually.
time
I didn't say
since time
that.
stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Seriously, the narrator created
Princess's
eternal
body is
happiness.
dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Because there's been no air movement down here.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
I die.
The end. Nice knowing you.
So does this mean we don't have a narrator in the next one? Chapter 2. The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Cool!
And in the basement of that cabin is a prince. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Things are a little different, aren't they? Things look a little different. Oh. But I killed myself. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Don't play ignorant, narrator.
If you don't remember
Don't.
what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine.
Hey,
It
no,
wasn't
you
very
weren't
hard to
invited.
kill
Get
her
out of
last
here.
time. We'll just do it again.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this happened before, at least your heart's in the right place. Okay, sure. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
It won't, but let's continue.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I did listen to you. Literally to the end of the universe, to the point I didn't have a choice but not to oppose you anymore.
Us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
Up until the point you call me an
The
ingrate.
other question was something along the lines of, "Oh, what's the point of doing anything?" If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Oh, okay, so what were the consequences then?
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Why is he the dumbest?
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
It does feel pretty dreary,
Had you
yes.
failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Hey.
Just stay focused, will you?
Oh, we're getting very focused. We're getting very focused. Let's talk about this princess, shall we?
Just be quick about it.
No. If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone. Well, no, we were just taken away. That reality may have gone on. We just were not a part of it anymore. Last time I stabbed her in the heart, she died. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place? That is a good question. That is a question that opens up better questions.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. This is literally my reality. I just want to know the details of it, you know? Am I free to go, get a cold brew and then come back and slay the princess? Do I have to pay taxes? Is there a reward for slaying the princess? Will I have to pay taxes on that reward? Can you transport me to a world after slaying this princess to a world where taxes were never a concept? No? Okay, well, whatever. If anything, the world ended after. Last time I stabbed her. Explore. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
Okay, well...
I didn't know we were special.
You shut up. You don't matter anymore. Uh-huh. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? Yeah, just spill the deeds. Come on now. Just do it.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job
you're probably
more
right.
difficult. This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering.
Now you're being a defeatist, Cold. Now you're being a defeatist. Alright, okay. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Well, How about... Nah.
Oh. Do you think there's something else out there?
A coffee shop, hopefully.
All right. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again.
Exactly.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No, because you won't tell us what the rest of this world is about, so we're just gonna have to go figure it out for ourselves. Okay, fine, I'm persistent. Okay, fine, I'll go talk to the cabin, I'll talk to the princess, maybe I'll slay her. Technically, the narrator's even choosing my narrated lines for me. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope! That's just the honest answer. The only thing matters is where I'm not going to be. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin. I'd actually be pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Oh, we can give him the princess treatment. Let's do it. Absolutely.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
We're gonna ignore the narrator out of existence.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
It does.
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
I want coffee first.
Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he?
Pretty much. What happens if we just sit on the ground? Will he eventually just like scoot us into the door? Turn around and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Specifically
it's
just
remarkably
yours.
Selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Yeah, and
But
that just
fine.
kind of keeps happening.
Turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Ah.
What's going on? Where are we?
We're on our way to the nearest coffee shop. Don't worry about it.
I don't know. But it feels like home.
Okay. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. The feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if you don't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Return to destined path
You're
or
on
face
a
the
path
consequences.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Oh,
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Neat. Okay, well, let's do something a little different then. Let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about these exploration options. Don't really care. We got the meta narrative. Okie dokie. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Yup, sure it is.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Mm-hmm.
A warning.
Neat. We're gonna proceed to the cabin. Let's just enter the basement without knife. Sans knife. Let's just go down and see if we can't have a conversation.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, a change in tone.
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Uh-huh.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Well... Hi! Let's just do for funsies, yeah? Just checking in on you. How you doing?
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
I've been through a lot of stuff like lately. Like, you have no idea.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
So, listen. This is gonna sound crazy.
How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Shut up, you're dumb.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hey, so listen.
Hi.
You.
Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hang on. Multi-dimensional entity made out of basically knives. There's a voice inside my head, and I would really like that voice to shut up. Could you help me with that? Hold on. Let's talk a bit first. Let's have a nice little conversation. Let's just chill out for a second, okay? Because I feel like if I go unchain you, you're going to make some rash decisions that are not completely informed. And we should both be making informed decisions, right? That's just fair to both of us. Also, I will be stabbing you later. Okay, continuing on.
Okay.
So, listen. I guess an introduction is not bad. Alright, what are the real options, though? I'm going to keep you locked away here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. No. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. Retrieve the blade, go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word. Can't believe you've been keeping down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Okay, but I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. All these options kind of suck. Alright, so. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
No. I mean, your real name.
Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
So Princess is your name. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, we know everything about you. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Yeah, probably.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Probably not, because I know the reality is you are actually the one in control.
It's not like you'd believe me.
I'd like to know. Okay. Not a lot of, new options. Okay. I'm keeping you down here like this, examining you, get out of here. You literally have the power in this. I know you do. I've seen you do it before. Or maybe we're not far enough into the unreality. Maybe you actually are chained up. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. That's a bit of a hostile answer. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? I was sent here to slay you. Okay, yeah, you know what? Let's see if we can unwind the reality around the situation a little bit, yeah?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Humor me. Just humor me.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess.
You agree
That's
with the
hardly
princess
relevant.
because you are
Okay,
a one-track
but
mind.
Actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Yeah. No, she doesn't. She's not gonna like that answer. Can't believe I'm keeping. Yeah, okay. Examine the chains. Examine the chains. All right. Let's ask at least one last question here. Why would you be locked up? Or, you know what? Actually, let's full disclosure of the things that we've been told, and maybe she'll return in kind. Probably not, but maybe. She doesn't really respond. She just gives me sad eyes. Okay. But I don't think you're actually, but I want to see for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. There is something about you that doesn't feel right. I think the middling answer. Exactly, Gyrdine. If she really did want to kill me, I am now within killing range.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I mean...
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I think you pretty much absorb the consciousness of everybody, the collective experiences of everybody in this reality. But I don't see how I am the key that prevents you from doing that at any given point. That's what I would like to know. I was hoping you'd tell me. Let's give it a try.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I think you just kind of do it.
I believe her.
But this is all subjective. Of course you believe her, you
destroy
idiot.
The world to be capable of doing it.
That is true. That is true.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Listen, the thing is I know if I unchain you, you're probably just going to kill me.
And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Yeah, okay. See, now we're starting to level. We're starting to find a level.
We're talking like this for a reason.
Good catching up,
so
hero.
This shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me.
Right. It's about me collecting
This is about
experiences
how
for
messed
you.
up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
You have an infinitude of lives, whether you know that
Do
or
you
not.
really
right
think I can even end the world?
I think you do, though.
Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
It's the narrator. Okay.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
But the thing is, narrator, we've explored the ends to your reality thoroughly, and it ends in an eternity of bliss, but nothingness. Vapid bliss, if you will. So our unreliable narrator is exhausted at this point. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if you stayed like this for a while, kept you company, and maybe no, that sucks. I don't want to keep her locked away. I do want to see if we can turn her against the narrator. Well, she's probably already against the narrator, but I do want to see if we can actually establish that relationship. All right. Okay. Let's see. Can't believe I've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. What if it turns out she's worse than the narrator, though? I mean, the narrator did technically give us an eternity of bliss. An eternity of bliss. Think of all the cable television you could watch in that amount of time. It'd be great. So, princess, can you top that? Can you top an eternity of bliss? If I'm acting purely on my own selfish impulses, the narrator has the better reality for me. Right? All right, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Don't make me regret. Don't make me do it. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
Yeah, probably.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
Listen,
No,
promises
you're
mean
doing
something.
the right thing.
Shut up, hero. You don't know shit.
Walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Uh-huh.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
So give me a key, narrator.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
No, I doubt it.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Unless you narrated them to do so. Are you going to work with us here? No, you're not going to work with us here. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around up there and somewhere. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. That's a second option, but let's go ahead and see if she has ideas. That seems like a bad thing, but we're going to do it.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Can you turn your arm into a magical blade that bursts open the chain lock thing?
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Yeah.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
God, he is stupid, isn't he?
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Of course, naturally, of course.
Is someone else here?
No, we're not gonna humor it. We'll just go back to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Why is it difficult now, narrator?
Easier for whom?
Exactly.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Uh-huh.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
You know, huh? Seriously, what is the chain binding?
She barely
Oh,
hesitates
God.
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Yeah. Happy tree friends, anybody? What
As
are you
she
gonna do about the
rips her
bone?
flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Uh-huh.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Nah.
Or we could use it to free her.
Yeah, we could
You
try.
won't like what happens if you do that.
Ooh, maybe we will. Save the princess. Let's try to save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Those eyes are getting a little wild.
Flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Yoink!
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Funny that.
No. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
You gonna
How
eat
is
that?
she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
So, let's talk about this unreliable narrator.
Now let's get out of here.
You betcha. Approach the locked door. Or, we'll do so in a moment. I don't know how long this next dialogue tree is going to last, so I'll take this pause, this lull, this moment to warn you that something even more horrific is approaching. Ads. Run for your lives! Ah! Is it safe? Are they gone? Okay, all right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you survived that harrowing encounter. All right. So where we left off, this princess tried to gnaw off her own arm, and then we kindly cut it off for her, because that's just the kind of person we are. Shh, don't try that, Arashi. Don't, because then it might happen. Then it might actually happen. All right, so let's try approaching the locked door, because that's literally our only option now. Yeah.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Okay, so now you're taking control of the narrative.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No. No.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Exactly.
Watch me.
No. Don't.
What are you doing?
I can't. I'm out of control. I'm out of control. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Exactly. I don't want to do
Before he
this.
Lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Mm-hmm.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
So the one thing the narrator doesn't have control over
Stop
is the
trying to resist
princess.
me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. It's overrated. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I'm good.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Hi. Stay away.
We both know this isn't you.
Exactly.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Probably gonna get stabbed by her now because you broke her trust.
I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
You are a simp.
Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Have we, though?
Whatever. She sinks
By
the
whose
blade
count?
into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
But he doesn't have control over her, right?
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
So does the narrator have control over her then?
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Aww.
It can't just end like this, right?
I don't think it
Oh,
will.
that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
We'll see.
Everything goes dark.
Chapter 2. The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Won't let me skip.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Useless. Okay, no. Excuse me. Yeah, sure. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Our beloved.
What?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
God damn it. Hang on.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table.
Oh
Then you
God,
should know
not
that
him
we and the
again.
princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Shut up, Smitten. Okay. Yes, he didn't approve of this last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. That's the dialogue we missed.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically.
Honestly,
Sounds
grant
like he's the sort
happily.
who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I'm not
What can I
much
say?
inclined to agree with the
A world
narrator
without
anymore.
Love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Okay, actually, we're just gonna let the princess stab me again 1,000 times. It's fine. It's fine. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and actually did happen. Why would you listen to you? Why would I bother doing anything? Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Uh-huh.
Don't believe a word she says.
Basically.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
So it seems like
I
each
think we've
experience
already been
happens
over
in a
this.
chapter of
Pretty
3.
sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Hey,
I do,
hey, Colin,
but I
I have
also
successfully
speak from
slain
the
that
heart.
princess
My
4
passions
times.
are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure,
4.
yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better.
How many times have you
kept
slain this
quiet.
princess?
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only
This
furniture
is
of note is an ornate wooden table with a
not the
pristine
cabin.
blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's just go ahead and approach the mirror and see what that says.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
The narrator doesn't
What are you
know.
talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
We'll try. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
I like how the world became all scribbly like
And
crayons.
now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know.
A feather?
We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Okay, I'm gonna take the knife and I'm gonna stab myself in the brain until he goes away. That's weird. That's weird, right? Alright, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And throw it out the
I
window.
suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing
God,
sword.
why does he have to be front and
That way
center?
she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us again. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
Why is it so refined
Gold-trimmed
this time?
carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
So if the princess
But it's still a
survives,
stone
the world
basement.
becomes a little
If
nicer.
the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Or maybe if... No, because that's not necessarily
A
true.
soft voice
She does
carries
alter
up the
reality,
stairs.
though. The narrator
Is someone
only
there?
wishes he had her power.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
Oh my god,
I can
kill
hear
this guy.
wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
I'm also inclined to agree with him,
Yes,
so
for
something's very wrong.
everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Hello! My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Please tell me he didn't say
You
that
know
out loud.
She can't hear you, right?
Thank God.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you
So
hear
you
that?
remember me.
She said we're dashing.
I will stab
She
myself
calls us
in the
hero.
gut.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
We have a goal.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
No, don't tell him. Don't tell him a
That's
shit.
right, villain, and you killed us.
Oh my God.
Only because he made
Damn
us
it.
try and kill her. It was self-defense.
Well, she killed us, hero. Okay.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
What is his perspective?
Damned the
So,
whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
all right. So, she is an extra-dimensional being, a multi-dimensional being, something on a dimension higher than our plane of existence. Basically, if we're a 4-dimensional being, she's probably like a 6 or a 7 level dimension being. She has that many sides. She is that complicated. She has more depth and breadth than we could ever possibly know or understand. We are basically a 2D object playing in the 3D world. We don't know what the hell's going on. To her. However, narrator does seem to have some insight, though limited. The narrator is limited to this one singular line of perspective. But he does know the beginning and the end, so that would put him at probably the 4th or the 5th dimension? If he can see the beginning and the end of this specific universe and knows that other universes exist, but can't see them, is what I'm saying. Or dimensions, I should say. So, narrator is not nearly as powerful as Princess is. However, narrator has somehow, I guess, trapped the princess to prevent the end and death of this timeline? This is really making me actually want to rewatch and reread 3 Body Problem. Y'all, that book is great. That is some of the best sci-fi, like, in a long time. Anyways, alright, continuing on. You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? That's not an invalid question. Do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care for that last time. What happened after I died? That's also a pretty valid question. I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? Again, we can be fully upfront with her now. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Yeah, let's just be upfront from the beginning here and say what's what. Because then maybe she can help us take control of our own... Well, we'll never truly be in control, but we can try.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Uh-huh, I'm sure.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Aw, shucks. Okay, maybe you're not so bad.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's because she's perfect.
Shut up.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
I think she's a level above him. She's manager.
No one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid
That is an
little voice
immediate
like
untruth,
him,
though. There
always
is a
trying
million
to
people
drive
just like
her to
him.
violence.
I can literally talk over the voice of this man. He'll never have anything useful to say. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I have to ask. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't normally happen. Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like
I don't
our
know.
darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
This knife is going in my throat.
That's a confession.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, basically. No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or the other. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague. I hope you brought a slow and painful death. No, we're going to remain silent.
The princess's eyes quiver as she waits for your response.
Look at them quiver. They're quivering. They're quivering so hard.
End the world?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I didn't end the world.
She's clearly just saying what she thinks you want to hear.
Or she's innocent. How could a beauty like her be capable of ending the world?
I hate the Smitten. I think I hate him because I literally have known people that sound and act like this, and it sucks. They're so two-dimensional. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? This is weird. We're at a weird crossroads here. Do I have to cut you out again? I didn't care for that last time.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? They'll be able to slide out with no harm done.
You're right, Oif!
No,
you're absolutely right! This is my purgatory!
Through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
A little, but I mean...
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
They don't remember.
Right.
They
It's
don't
extremely
remember the
bizarre
end of the
behaviour
universe.
And further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Because only I, the meta player, remember the void. Alright, let's try rescuing the princess.
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Basically, yes.
Not on my watch, villain.
God damn it. Yes. Okay. Alright, I'll let you read that out loud. I don't have to listen to his voice anymore.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
We're doomed! Hooray!
I guess I have to.
How do you know we're doomed?
There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Oh my god.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now she kills us.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
And explodes into knives!
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat?
You know what we'll do if you try it.
You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
Hell if I know. You end the world somehow. We have to leave, and we have our whole lives to figure out what to do next. Oh, that's a gross answer. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
You're literally a ruling entity.
I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
You're supposed to be a princess, aren't
She doesn't
you?
even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I mean, honestly, I've been listening to the entire time. Yeah, basically.
I want to leave, and I think
The
Knives.
princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
Knives. Explodes into knives.
And then she shrugs.
Into knives.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Sorry. There must be something you want. I want you to tell me what you want. I don't know. Something isn't right here. I'm sorry. Slay the princess. We have a third chapter here, right? If you want to leave, let's leave. This is just step one, let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world.
Yay!
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
I mean...
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Sure.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And
she's getting what she
after we
wants
walk up the
with
stairs?
ease, with remarkable ease. Of course she's happy.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
We're supposed to
She's
leave
right.
now.
It isn't fair.
We're
But
supposed to leave
The unfairnesses
now.
of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Seriously, it's the only thing I agree with you
Course
with anymore.
wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever know.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Only because
I'm
the
just along for the
alternatives are
ride at
your
this
whims,
point.
which are stab her. But yeah, me too. I'm basically along for the ride. I think we can open it if we try together through the power of love. Yeah, sure, we'll do the exploration.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
Or, in somehow within this whole meta-narrative,
leaving
am
this
I
basement.
actually the one in control? And if I believe that she has the power to open the doors, she then and there takes control of the abilities that I bestow upon her. Yeah, I think you've got this. Give it a shot.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle.
Mm-hmm.
And
Shut up.
the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
I told you she could do it.
We are wresting control of the
When
narrative
the
of this
princess
universe.
Make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
Preach.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
Yeah, sure, why not?
That's not how this works.
Why not? Why not?
Yes,
you would
what
make
he
us stay
said.
here
That's not
forever
how
if
this
we did slay
works.
her.
Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
You don't deserve a happy ending. All we need to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together? Stop it with these interruptions. I already made up my mind. We're leaving. We're leaving. Just ignore them. Yeah, just ignore them. Let the princess continue with their version of control.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Okay.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin,
Void.
and then you step outside.
Your love will set you free
Happy
is the
ending at last.
is the achievement I just got.
We did it. What should we do now?
Well, reality
Where
and
did
weaves.
everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Hey, could you wrench him from my brain?
Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Ow! We don't have time. All right, that's 2. 2 down, infinity to go. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It is time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. Oh, I get to be meta about this. I get to be meta now. All right. You know what? I'll say that. I will give them that level of insight.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Don't. It's fine. It's good,
Do it
actually.
then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
You know what? Maybe I can just wait a few more minutes. Maybe we'll just wait a few more minutes because I kind of want to see him suffer. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither?
That was an option?
But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Yes, that's why I got you a new princess.
I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Oh, are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When all is done, do you know what you want to do? You know at the end of all this, once I'm finished, I'm going to kill you, right? I'm not going to say that. When I go back, as if it's an invisible wall closes around me, why am I not going to do the same things that... Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Obviously. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. Yeah, I'll say that.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
I drive the meta. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer? How much, no, yeah. When all this is done, what... Do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be. And every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
You are growing in dimensionality.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Oh.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Squelch. All right. Okay. All right. It feels really cruel and manipulative, but I understand. Attack the entity. Enough with all this pretension. You're not actually saying anything. That's not true. You've actually said a lot. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? What about, what do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you. I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom.
Is it?
But they are
Is
only
there?
thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
They become
wounds
you.
they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
So, in the future, if I cause one great suffering, you won't resent me for it, will you? Because that's what you want, right? I don't think I need any of these other answers. I mean, this is just kind of a curiosity thing, but she's already kind of explained it. She's growing. Her dimensionality and understanding of the greater universe is unfolding. All right, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
All right, see you later than
We will
sooner, I
meet
guess.
again.
Do you have to make it so loud? Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. And
Yup.
at the
Cool. Okay. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolucion! Let's do it.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Let's give her hope.
A warning before you go any.
Let's give her hope. Let's make her think we're about to free her. And let's wrench that from her. Okay. I understand now. The princess is not dimensionality. Not anymore. She was, and now she's just adding to her own dimensionality.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The
Yup.
air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted.
Cool. Let's go ahead and take the blade and enter the basement. Hi. Hello. How's it going?
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Oh, she's so innocent when she's this fresh and young. She doesn't get it, does she?
Downstairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Yes.
She's so coldly beautiful.
All right.
Is she really a threat to the world?
Are you here to kill me or something? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Steal your nerves, step forward. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Let's see. The game will lock me out of options that I've already done, so I really don't need to worry about repeats, which is kind of nice. Honestly, let's play the hope card. Let's go with what I said before, and let's see if we can't fake giving her hope and then betray her. Let's try that.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Who is us, though, Hero? Who is us? Do you remember who is us? I will tighten the grip, though. Because she will... This version of her will attack... No, let's try dropping it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Yep.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
We don't, don't worry about it.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
It's so dangerous. We will. You don't need to reassure me.
Here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Uh-huh.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
All right, so first day, we shape how she feels about us. Second day, we set her up. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. I get you out of here. Supposed to be here because you're getting in the world. There's no people out here. No, let's see. What's your name? How long you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. All right, just out with it then.
Do you?
I do, in a way. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter. I mean, we could just lie.
You're lying.
You could just see right through the lie.
How does she know that?
That's a good question.
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't...
You'll just gnaw your arm off?
Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
You'll just cut your own arm off?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Ah, interesting.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay. I think we're good. Let's see. Let's move on. Sure, Colin, send it in Discord. I'll check it out after stream.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Yeah, I know why I'm here. Do you know why I'm here, narrator? I'm gonna get you out of here. Examine the chains.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Are you? How would you have any intimation of that?
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
They might have. You don't know that, narrator. You could just narrate them into existence. I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe there's a key lying around somewhere.
I'll be here.
I'm sure you will.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Okay.
Is someone else here?
Let's go ahead and try the door. I know it's pointless, but we'll try it.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
What if I say it's not?
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
All right, we return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Okay.
Easier for whom?
Okay.
Easier for everyone.
Yup.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Pretty much. Who is they?
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay, sure.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Better than watching her gnaw it off. Okay, we'll go ahead and do it.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack
Her eyes are just so wild.
The bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Funny that.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Uh-huh.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Sure, let's do it. How?
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Okay.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
All right.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
So, we can warn her?
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Okay. So she's suspicious of me now still.
Stop resisting me. I am
I want to know if
to
there's
get
going to be
you
another
out of here
option.
alive.
So we can resist again and let her kill us.
The blade. Move the blade.
Wonder if her dialogue
You're doing
changes.
your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yeah, it is different. Okay.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Now she knows how to kill me though, right? So it's going to be
Maybe
easier?
I'll see you in another life.
I hope so.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Ba bang ba boom.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
You're a lot less defeatist about this end of the world. All right, Chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a path
Tank facts,
in the
hello.
woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to...
Yeah, okay, we know. Proceed to the cabin. We don't need to take any of the exploration stuff. We'll just proceed straight to the cabin.
A warning. She will... Yeah. Did you just say wink out loud?
Wait, who's with us
No, I
now?
didn't. Wink.
The skeptic.
Just
Oh,
ignore
okay.
this clown and focus on the princess.
All right, proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a
Interesting.
dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I do like the
blade
merit.
is your implement.
Rude.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I know, shut up. Okay, I like the meta-narrative that this set up for us at the very beginning of the game, where we successfully slay the princess once, and then she slays and slays and slays and slays and slays us again and again and again, over and over an infinitude amount of times. And now, we are technically doing the same to her, just in a more subtle way. You know? It's interesting. It's very interesting. Okay. Let's take the blade.
You take
Let's go
the
downstairs.
blade for a good idea. Much.
Who's the skeptic? Why is the skeptic here with us? Go away. and go into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I've seen worse.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Are we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
What's happening here?
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
So...
Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
The narrator
be
maybe
worried
took
about her
control
restraints?
again because
If
she
anything,
couldn't
they'll make your
escape,
job easier.
and instead made this more difficult for her to...
Have you
I don't
noticed
know.
the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah, the narrator might
What
just
an
chain me to
interesting
her.
development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Still, let's say I don't have intention to... I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her here. Let's give it a try.
That's not fair. Unless you deal with her right here, right now, she will remain an existential threat to the entire world. What seems unfair to you is fair for everyone else.
Is it, though? Is it?
So it's not even safe to think. I see how it is.
Yeah, we have to be guided hand in hand
How
every step of the way.
surprising. They locked you down here too.
That buys us an iota of trust when we do that, though. All right, let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Valid.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit closer. No, we'll sit where we're told to sit. We'll play along. We'll play
You do as
nice.
she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
I really don't want to end up in this shackle, but I feel like that's
Thank
probably
you.
going to happen.
Now, what are your intentions for me?
Okay. I've been here before. Am I only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and ask. What happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Alright, so you were recaptured, essentially.
And now you're back.
Yeah, essentially.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Probably, actually.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
Okay.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything.
So how do we
Maybe
get out of
both
this
us are
situation,
stuck in
then?
this loop without any idea why or how. So you've already been here.
Alright, well,
As
the
much
narrator
as I
now
would
knows.
like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Oh, yay.
The situation
Okay.
right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just
Good luck.
So essentially, because we've
If you knew this
already
could happen, why
unlocked
didn't
the
you tell
first
us?
princess,
All of this is incredibly
the first
valuable
princess
information. It would have
escaped.
changed our actions considerably.
The first princess is not truly the first,
I needed
especially
you to
through the
be in
meta
dark for
narrative.
as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Which does beg the question, for me at least.
Maybe
Don't answer.
I wanted to be the
Is
first
it
version of you
possible
that you met.
to truly slay the
I didn't
princess
want
on the
to be
first
confronted
go?
by the alternative.
If I stepped away from the body, and I just let the
never
universe
said I
fade
wasn't.
away,
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting.
would that be the end of the
wouldn't
game?
it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
We're just having a
Exactly. He
conversation
gets
over
it.
here. She's
You're
just
lucky.
watching us.
So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say,
But
the
that's
more
just
your
it.
mind
I've
will swim into
already done
dangerous
a
waters.
go-round.
Even saying that is too much.
Through
Your
the game's
success
knowledge, through the
hinges
save
on you
states,
having
it already
imperfect
knows I have
information.
done
For
the
sake
first
of
go-round.
The entire world, you need to accept that.
So,
won't.
theoretically,
Give it a rest. This isn't
if I
helping.
erased the game's save files,
Focus.
then maybe it wouldn't
This
remember.
is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I'm having multiple conversations with so many people in my head right now. Let's see. The other chain on the wall. Who's that for? What? It's probably for us. What would you have me do? Yeah, what would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
Yeah, you'll just put it in my body, won't
That's ominous. But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
you? It will result in our death.
Oh, please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you.
I do like the
Start with
skeptic.
cons.
He is
If you're
somehow
handing her
like
your
a
weapon,
voice of
cons
reason
are
throughout all of
that
this.
She might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might
That's why,
use
Bob.
it to kill
If she
you.
escapes, she'll end the entire world.
That doesn't
Theoretically.
sound great. What about the pros?
There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm trusting you. Give her the knife. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you the weapon. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. Cut her out on your own. It seems I don't have much of a choice. Sorry, slay the princess. Slay the princess. Let's see. That kind of already got answered in this last one. The other chain on the wall, we don't know. Honestly, yeah, let's just give her the weapon. Let's just do it. Is there a way to do it just silently? No, okay, we'll just give her the weapon. Let's do it. Here you go. Have the weapon.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Yeah, funny that.
Tried to take over, buddy.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
Apparently, if
A
it's
little.
without consequence.
I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Oh, fuck. Look away! Or watch in uneasy silence. Well, with that being the opportunity, I guess we'll take a really quick ad break. Get up, stretch, grab some water, and come back in about 3 minutes, and I'll see you soon. Okay, good luck. Welcome back, everybody. All right, on that cliffhanger, where we left off, we know the princess can only actually be slayed if you pierce the heart. So, by the narrator's thoughts, her beheading herself should technically be slaying the princess, right? But probably not. The narrator probably knows as well that you can only pierce the heart to destroy the princess. But we know, at least we, the meta player, the meta character, whose memory has never been truly erased, knows that she is a creature of a different world entirely. So let's find out. Let's find out what happens, and we're just going to watch in a nice, uneasy silence as she beheads herself. Oh.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way.
I didn't know he'd be so visually descriptive with it. That sucks.
Actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Because this won't kill her.
So that's her play. Killing herself?
End the cycle?
Yet.
Exactly. She's not dead yet.
You hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
We could pick it up and say hi to it.
Stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Not really.
So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please?
No, we got a little more to do.
The princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Oh, how lovely of you. How nice of you. Thank you.
I don't have an angle.
Damn it.
I'm just looking for...
Stop doing that. Of course, the princess is slain, world is saved. Now hold on, she's dead. What's the rush? What's your angle, skeptic?
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
Again, somehow he turns out to be the wisest.
Just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
My reward is an eternity of nothingness. Let's go ahead and take her with us. Just go ahead and pick up that head and bring it with. Let's just go ahead and do that.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Okay.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
Probably.
She didn't. She's dead.
You're no longer in control of this narration, narrator.
Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
She's gonna stab us. I don't have any other choice? Okay, fine. Fine.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
But it's not saved from certain doom.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Yeah.
Well played.
We freed the prisoner.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
That was pretty good.
Over? Is he gone?
Yes, he is.
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Oh, there we go.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, well, I'll see you in the void.
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Don't worry. A warm, gentle embrace will be here shortly. So not only did we slay the princess, we also got the good ending. How was that, Colin? You had no faith in me. But you do.
Gone. Oh. Where did she go?
I forgot to narrate.
Should we try and find her?
Nah, don't worry about it.
A mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
It might be. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's not the end for you. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. I could give them the lie. I could feed them the lie. I mean, we will see them again.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Feels too good to be true.
That is valid. That is valid. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay. You've withered. I've bloated, I've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Quantum's is weird, isn't it?
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. How can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? You know that at the end of this, I'm going to kill... Oh. Again, we're not going to give up that ghost. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? That's a good question.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change
you love me.
when our work is done.
Alright, well, let's continue to grow this extra-dimensional entity, shall we? You know, at the end of the... have you figured out what you want to be when you finish? Not yet. What do you want to be next time? What do you want me to bring you next time? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Okay. There was one last question I want to ask. This one. Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
It does hurt, and emotionally it sucks. But I haven't lost the vision of what this is. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. Probably that. I have no opinion one way or the other. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. No. And I don't think remaining silent is really what I want to do either. Actually, it kind of is. But I don't want her to think that I resent her, because I don't. I don't. Me, the meta character playing this, does not resent this entity. This entity is literally just a culmination of experiences growing with each iteration. I think I like this answer. I think I like this one. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
It feels like a riddle. It can't be a contradiction. I think that's it. I think we're ready to move on. I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
God, every time. time, like being dragged across broken glass through my ear holes. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. Alright, that didn't quite go as I expected before.
You're on a path in the woods.
Alright, silently continue to the... Well... Previously, we've had other voices with us when we do this, so let's just do this.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No, and you don't either, and that's what makes it so funny. Let's see. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess, maybe. Lie, yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope, the only thing that matters here is... If I lie, the narrator will know I'm lying, but it will give me the air of ignorance, like I don't know what I'm doing. I kind of want to go into this knowing what I'm doing. That will he'll just turn us around and put us in front of the cabin anyways. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine.
Continue the narration, I guess.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yup.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Interesting.
Ignore
What?
that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What little annoying voice? I don't have a little annoying voice, just
That's
you.
Strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Well, let's try it again. Let's see what happens.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Because here's the thing. If this wasn't an option, it would be grayed out, right? You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Maybe everyone should die, but that's when I get dumped into the woods or... Yeah, you know what? This is kind of a stunning response. Good! Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
Admittedly, it is a bit of a
last
small-minded
I checked,
response.
You're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yeah.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you...
Seems like this is a pretty narrow universe, narrator. Why is that? Why is the universe so narrow? Why is it so small? I guess I'll start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Sure. Let's find out. Together.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Uh-huh.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Our
In
tiny,
every
narrow
direction,
universe.
There is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wait, what's going on?
Good morning!
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Or I'm just more fascinated by this endless neighborhood of singular buildings.
You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
And yet you haven't wrested control of me.
Just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
And why is that, narrator? Why? Chapter 2. The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the
Did you
basement
wall
of that
me in?
cabin is a princess.
Oh, he's
You're
angry.
here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
No, we don't need to do any of these exploring things. Okay. Like, yep, okay. Heading to the cabin now. I'm definitely going to slay the princess. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever. Sounds like an idealistic way to spend eternity to me, to be honest with you.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Ah, damn it. Okay. She won't let me. Alright, yep, definitely headed to the cabin now. I'm definitely going to slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
I am curious to see how this cabin will have
Before you go
changed.
any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do...
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Oh boy, a contrarian. My favorite type of person.
He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Yeah, I know what a contrarian is. Thank you.
Let's keep an open mind.
Proceed to the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong.
Oh.
A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space.
Weird.
It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs
And a mirror.
all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I know.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
He has a point. He has a point.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Everything's a little wiggly.
You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Facts are facts until they're no longer real.
You cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Okie
Just
dokie, if you
ignore
say
the
so.
Stressful geometry and stay.
Whoa, that's cool.
Now,
Okay, I'm moving
even
my
if we
mouse and
close
this is
our
what's
eyes,
happening.
You're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
I mean, honestly, I'm not supposed to agree with you. You're a dick.
Obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Alright, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, I'm fine.
Welcome back,
Good.
hero.
Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
To look in the mirror. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
I don't know. I pretty distinctly see a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
What say you,
insisting it isn't
contrarian?
there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Of course. All right. I also want to see. I want to see how handsome I am. Why is there suddenly bolded letters? Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I am apparently a bird-looking creature, so preening is on the agenda. Let's take a look at the mirror. Let's see if anything changes this time.
To the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Sure.
But it was there a second ago.
Well,
now it's gone.
not.
You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
So, at least the voices in my head are now aware that the mirror exists. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, how do we want to do this? We'll continue to be contrarian about this, since we got him with us. Why not? They're gonna throw the...
The basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down.
I'm sorry, I forgot my MC Escher map. I need to go get that.
The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once.
Ugh.
An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Kind of like when you mix every flavor of mac and cheese together.
Doing her a favor.
Just kind of tastes like nothing.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
We probably are gonna die,
we don't
hero.
Even have a weapon.
It's okay.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
That we are not in control.
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
Shut up.
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Okay, again, I kind of like you, even though you're a bit of an asshole. Take the harsh stairs to the left. Take the center stairs. Take the soft stairs to the right. Let's take the harsh stairs. Let's take the really harsh stairs. Let's just really just bruise every bone on it on the way down. Let's go. Let's do it. I want to fall down the infinite stairs. Let's go.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs until there's nothing left in them to feel.
Ugh.
The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
The bone-deep chill. We have to wind our way through a forest of everything.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Somehow this ending feels very familiar.
Skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Oh, hello!
What the hell was that? What
I was thinking we were going to get some sort of like Neon Genesis Evangelion ending there. That was
strange.
weird.
Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
To slay the princess.
Why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
To slay the
You're here
princess.
he's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Does she? Let's see. What are my options? I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here is weird, like I was being pulled apart and put back together. Do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. What are you doing down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you. Do you know what happened to me?
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Honestly, that's a good question.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
We can do that?
No! Don't!
Not like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before.
No,
but
shit, don't.
We never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it.
Well,
Seems
now
to
he's
me
in on
like
it.
You saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
Sure.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late.
Nope, that's
you
impossible.
have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Something about macaroni and cheese, but I don't really remember.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
One for each of us. There's more of you now. What's your name? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. You're a threat to the world. I'm trying to get out, trying to get you out of here. Try and free her. Oh, there are two options. What? Look at that. Oh, different. Oh, interesting. I'm trying to get you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything in here. Leave her. Two options. Let's do that.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Yeah, I don't feel so good
You
anymore.
find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Every option.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
No, actually, the end of the world's pretty peaceful.
But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Oh, hero. It's okay. Just get comfy
No,
with
I
it.
don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
It's the universes of macaroni and cheese being combined together!
Nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Well,
I think he's gone.
what an
We were never
experience.
going to salvage this, were we?
We broke the universe.
What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit.
It's a little strange,
We
right?
feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
No, nothing
We
can
should
fix this.
Help her. I think we did this.
Don't take ownership of this. This wasn't
Surprisingly
us.
Sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I mean, I can try.
Can you
Feel a little familiar there, chat? Feel a little familiar? Please. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. I could just say no. Because the world is gently ending. We have done our job, so let's just let it go. When everything is possible, nothing is. But you'll never know if she hears your silence. She's gone. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No.
Oh, where's that mirror again? Why is it here? Why now?
So you remember the mirror. That's good to know. That's good to know. All right. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
Don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
It's okay. It will be okay. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
You're not messing with us, right?
No. I'm you. It's going to be okay. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. I've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
We'll get
Do
there.
you know what we'll find out there?
Something hopefully more merciful than what happened to her. Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me? That's actually a decent first question. There's trees and stars and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. Do you think that there's anything real out there? Do you think that we're real? Do you have thoughts on this vessel? Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. He wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? Yeah, let's ask that one.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I don't think he's fully aware of the world around him until... I don't know. I think he's stuck in that singular timeline. He does, but I don't know why. But I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. You and I are finally going to have answers. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. I think he does live in between, just not to the extent you and I do anymore. Yeah.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
I don't know. I think I'm stuck kind of in this bit of purgatory. It's not a bad purgatory. It's just a repetition of cycles that I just have to keep exploring. But it's almost like I do the work and you reap the result. Is that fair? Is that fair to you? Is that fair to me? Okay. It doesn't give me the option we have anymore. It doesn't give me the option of... I don't know. Do you think that anything else is real out there?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something.
Shadow
But
of light.
nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Just like a shadow. All right. I think I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Will we?
I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay.
You're here.
Well, let's go ahead and put a pin in that thought, shall we? Because I think that's all the time I have for this evening. I don't know how many endings are left. I feel like there could actually still be quite a few options and quite a few endings. I don't necessarily think that what she said is the truth, in that the next ending, it will all be over. But I don't actually know, you know? So, we will be back with more Slay the Princess on Thursday. Thursday will be a bit of a later stream.
Darling, I've been expecting you.
Welcome. Thursday will be a bit of a later stream, but we will wrap this up on Thursday. Tomorrow, something new and exciting. I hope you join me for that. In the meanwhile, we're going to go say hello to... Oh, who should we say hello to? Snake Station's playing Brandish, the Dark Revenant. That sounds interesting. Let's go give our snake friend some love. Snake Station is amazing. They're a good friend of mine and just a wonderful being. So please go give them some love. And yeah, if you're not already a part of it, come hang out with us on Discord. We talk about our favorite spooky media, movies, games, books, etc. We have a really cool community there. Full of artists and creators and everybody just showing off like all their amazing stuff, and it's a lot of fun to see. I also have a Blue Sky. If you want to follow me on Blue Sky, I post funny clips from past streams and stuff like that, and it's just a good way to talk and hang out. I also have a coffee shop. If you want to help support the Liminal Lighthouse, you can go buy some stickers, or just donate if you want. Coffee. It's what keeps me going. That's a terrible punchline slogan. Anyways, yeah, let's go give Snake Station some love. I will see you tomorrow, friends. Have a good night. Bye. Bye-bye.